For 30 years, Dennis Rader was the perfect neighbor, church leader, Boy Scout volunteer, compliance officer who helped keep his community safe. He was also BTK, the monster who terrorized Wichita. From 1974 to 1991, Rader stalked families with chilling precision. He studied their routines, learned their schedules, then struck when they were most vulnerable. He bound them, tortured them, killed them. But BTK craved more than murder. He wanted fame. He sent taunting letters to police, detailed descriptions of his crimes, photos of victims, always signed BTK. When the investigation got too close, he vanished for 14 years. The community thought their nightmare was over. Then in 2005, BTK resurfaced. His ego couldn't stay quiet. He sent a floppy disk to police, thinking he was untraceable. He was wrong. The metadata led straight to Dennis Rader, the helpful churchman everyone trusted. His own neighbors had lived next door to their worst fear for decades, the monster hiding in plain sight. In 1986, Gary Heidnik turned his Philadelphia basement into a living nightmare that was too horrific for Hollywood to fully portray. For over a year, this former Army medic held 6 women captive in a pit he dug beneath his house. He starved them, tortured them, and when one died, he forced the others to eat her flesh. Heidnik electrified the concrete floor, shocking his victims into submission. He chained them to pipes and fed them dog food mixed with human remains. The basement reeked of death and decay. Neighbors complained about the smell, but police dismissed it as a broken sewer. When one woman finally escaped and led police to the house, investigators found a scene so disturbing that most details were kept from the public. The case files became source material for Thomas Harris, who used Heidnik's methods to create Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs. But the real Gary Heidnik was far worse than any movie villain. His basement of horrors proved that sometimes reality is more terrifying than fiction. Did you know that one man's crimes were so disturbing they inspired 3 of horror's most iconic films? In 1957, police arrived at Ed Gein's farmhouse in Wisconsin. What they found defied human comprehension. The first officer walked into the kitchen and discovered a woman's headless body hanging upside down. But that was just the beginning. Every room was a museum of human remains, lampshades made from skin, bowls carved from skulls, a belt crafted from female nipples. Gein had been digging up fresh graves for years, bringing bodies home to his dead mother's house. He wore their skin like clothing, trying to become the women he killed. The officers who discovered the scene never recovered. Some quit the force entirely, others suffered nightmares for decades. But Gein's twisted mind gave birth to something else. His story became the blueprint for Norman Bates in Psycho, Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. One man's horrific obsession with his mother changed horror fiction forever.